controlling Liverpool. He's rocking a diamond 4-4-2. DJIBRILLIANT is more of a standard, conventional, I suppose you could say, 4-2-2, and he's controlling Arsenal. So not sure if that sways you one way or the other. I personally think that DJIBRILLIANT earlier on today was unfortunate not to come away with a winning in his game, where we saw so many chances go his way. As we are just looking over the team selections at the moment, that is the latest. So for that reason alone, I think if you're asking me to make my prediction right now, I'm thinking DJIBRILLIANT takes this one against the German.
Very, very interesting stuff. And Ricky, something that you mentioned, we talked about this earlier, that Liverpool side basically lining up with 4 centre-halves, although Gomez nominally as a right-back, but Dejan Lovren playing at left-back, but nominated as a centre-back there. Lots of height at the back for Liverpool with Joel Matip in there as well. Could well pay dividends.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously play a lot of balls over the top. We've seen time and time again. DJIBRILLIANT's actually playing with a left winger and a right winger from what I saw, which we don't often see. My personal pick, I'm going to say DJIBRILLIANT for this one. Ultimately, a draw could be enough for him. He's still undefeated. They've actually both of these guys actually both drew against Karol, who is bottom of the group. But I'm going to go for DJIBRILLIANT. Okay.
Hand them back to the studio then, Rene.
Well, I like swimming against the stream, so then I'll go with Mero, man. I'm not going to predict another draw. Harry will be furious with me.
Adam?
Yeah, I have to see at least one German go through, right, as well.
Yeah,
so sure. I'll go with Mero, man.
I think due to the fact that Merriman's been a bit indifferent, on his day he can beat anyone, but he's been a bit indifferent, and I feel that the more consistent performances have come from DJIBRILLIANT, and sometimes he has been brilliant. See what I did?
Hey.
I'm going to go with DJIBRILLIANT for this one.
I went with DJIBRILLIANT earlier simply because it was a bit like Djibril Cissé. However, Merriman's playing as Liverpool, and it makes me feel sad when I see Liverpool lose in any way, shape or form, so I'm going to back Merriman for this one. Anyway, listen, that's enough from us in the studio. Guys, take it away.
Well, thank you, Paul. Harry, we're back.
I just want to say that's some poor reasoning from Paul. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but the logic for me is not quite there.
Well, logic goes out the window sometimes. So here we are. We've got two players that have got everything on the line, Harry. They have to win, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. We have so many games at this stage of the competition going on around the arena, which have so many implications in every different group. As we get the updates from the floor as they come in, we'll obviously keep you guys informed with the group tables as they stand and the implications as to what that would mean. But the game we're going to be focusing on has so many implications. Obviously, it's a win and in situation, as the guys in the studio mentioned. It's a shootout. We have one team in Arsenal, the other team in Liverpool, two different teams going head-to-head, and DJIBRILLIANT and Merriman have all to play for in this one matchup.
Yep, we have the game underway. Merriman is attacking from your left to right. Of course, he is Liverpool, the very limited selection of Liverpool today that we have seen. And we have DJIBRILLIANT as on the right-hand side, which is a great start there. Couldn't even get me words out. It was so quick off the bat by Merriman. He got it out wide, played it inside, a quick bit of interplay. The strike was a good one, Harry, but just peeled away from the post.
Yeah, statement of intent, you might argue there, from the German. Just giving DJIBRILLIANT something to worry about. He was unlucky in his game earlier on today, and I thought he was very hard done by in the 2-2 draw that he played in, and he had some solid opportunities. He's going to hope either luck's on his side or that he could be a bit more clinical here against Merriman.
Absolutely. Also, you know, he's undefeated as well. He's yet to lose a game, so that bit of confidence, I'm sure. But yeah, as you said, he probably felt he should have won that game. But it's a different story now, a different game. A near post cross could have caused all sorts of problems. It's come back inside to Guendouzi. Here's Keita. Lays it up the line to find Mane. See the run through the middle by Salah. Mane decides to take it himself, cut back inside. Still just biding his time. Gomez, Mane, Gomez. Decides to find Salah. Was he onside? Just about. Maybe not the right decision to play through the middle. And obviously we saw the formations, Harry. Similar but slightly different. We are having a look at DJIBRILLIANT playing a little bit more width, as opposed to more narrow for Merriman. Could that ultimately be the difference maker?
It could well be, with his more conventional 4-4-2, like you said, a bit more width, but also more stability in front of the back four, I suppose you could argue, with the two defensive mids, I should say, instead of just the one for Merriman on the other side.
Yeah, and that was a really good chance, actually. The ball was delivered in. I think it is key in this kind of stature. There's such a big competition. You do need a good DMF in front of your back line, and make sure you just have a bit more stability, because One simple ball and you are through on goal. And we've seen so many chances from so many different players hitting the post, goalies making saves, defensive errors. That's the joy and beauty about these kind of tournaments.
Might have seen the update come in there just a few seconds ago. Christopher with the first goal against goal himself, and that's not the result goal wants. He needs a big win against Christopher to give himself a fighting chance.
He does. Christopher just needs maybe even a point would be enough for him. The ball's being delivered in there, took a slight deflection. The tip with a different kind of clearance, but it worked out in his favour, and the referee's given a free kick here. It's maybe a chance here for DJIBRILLIANT, and we saw a fantastic free kick, of course, in the last game. This is a little bit of a cute angle. I don't think he's going to go for it. He is going to go for it and win himself another set piece in the form of a corner. We haven't seen, I don't know if we've seen a goal today. We actually did see a goal, yeah, from a corner very, very early on. But now a chance for Mkhitaryan to deliver this. We know Arsenal have got some height. Just choosing who exactly he wants to deliver this one into. Power it up, delivered it in, good ball towards the back post, but it misses everyone and rolls out for the throw.
A couple of players waiting there. You might have seen an update between Jose and El Matador. Unfortunately, that has no playoff implications. Both players are out, so simply a formality in that match.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing for those two, but I'm sure they'll be back possibly next year to try and salvage something else. Here is Salah towards Keita. A little bit of a slow start here, 24 minutes in, as you probably would say. We say cagey an awful lot, but this definitely is. Challenge on Mane. Keita gets it out wide. Gomez back to Keita. Gomez again. They wanted the offside, and they got it.
They certainly did. Haven't really seen a whole lot attacking-wise from Merriman so far, apart from that early chance that he created almost straight up from the kickoff. You want to see him just settle into this game a little bit more. Obviously, still a lot of PES to be played across the two halves, but a win for either of these two players would be massive.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a chance there, but it came back to Alisson. And DJIBRILLIANT knows really now a point could be enough. It's a dangerous game to play, that kind of a mindset, but is it to the point where he doesn't really need to take the gamble? And as you can see, he's doing roundabouts there with Leno, but you know, he doesn't need to necessarily get a goal ASAP. He could try and grab one later on. Right now, he is just keeping the ball and working it around the field, making Liverpool do all the work.
Might be a tactic even to invite Merriman, who needs a win, to actually, you know, attack him and work the space in behind. We're seeing USMAKABYLE actually go behind there. That's not a good result there for INDOMINATOR, who currently sits second with all his games played
Absolutely.
in that group.
Sorry to interrupt there, Harry, because there was a chance and a brilliant save off the line. Wow, what reflexes this is by the goalie. Probably think 95% of the people thought this had gone in. Lovely ball in. Look at that. Just gets the palm up there, Alisson, just in time.
Yeah, just chipped up at the front post. Good header, unfortunately. Not enough to beat the goalkeeper.
No, he's dominating possession right now. 63%. Delivered in near post. And off the line by the defender. I'm sure this, I don't think that hit the post. But that's why you put a man on the line.
Absolutely. Saving his skin there, and DJIBRILLIANT knocking on the door.
He's playing well right now. Chance now for Origi to get it out, get it down and start again. I don't know what has happened there. It's a complete mix-up. And that's a shame, because you don't want to see those types of goals, but it does happen in football. Just, you can see what it means to DJIBRILLIANT.
I think he's saying one chance is all he needs, and he's going to tuck it away. Unfortunate there for Merriman, but it's a big mistake. You cannot give the ball away. You can't dilly-dally in your own third. Bit of a mistake. Good pressure, I suppose you could argue there from DJIBRILLIANT, and he reaps the rewards.
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, it was just a complete mix-up between two defenders, but a smart ball to play it first time. And the famous Aubameyang does what he does every single time. Grabs another goal. It would be quite interesting to see how many goals people have scored with Aubameyang, because he scored a few elsewhere. El Matador and Jose's just 1-1. Of course, doesn't mean too much, but still we'll keep you guys updated.
It's a good finish, you know, that from Aubameyang. Good choice to finish to go across the keepers. Could be so tempting, really, to go across the keeper. I think that was probably the right shot to take, and rewarded with a goal.
It was a very smart bit of play. And now Origi brings it down the left-hand side. Merriman needs a goal. Remember, a draw's not enough. Defeat will not do. He has to win to possibly stand a chance of advancing through here. And he's a goal down with 4 minutes to spare till half-time. Aubameyang gets it out wide. DJIBRILLIANT has done a really good job this half of just keeping possession, playing some good football. It's been concise, nothing too sloppy at the back as well. Have you been impressed so far, Harry, with the way he's played?
Certainly have. Very solid all-round performance, not panicking. And I think DJIBRILLIANT knows it's those tiny mistakes, such as the one that he capitalised off for his goal from Merriman, that will really be the difference maker in these groups when the standings are so close, and it can be the difference between you getting to the knockouts and potentially being further and much closer to the World Finals ticket, and you potentially not even getting to the knockouts whatsoever. So he's keeping it calm, keeping it very very disciplined at the back, and that's what I like to see.
Yeah, and we've got some changes here, which is a no-brainer at this point. He's going to stick 4 players up top, possibly, and I think he's got to play a little bit more of a higher line. He is playing quite deep with those 4 at the back. I think if he pushes a little bit more, whether he's playing gegenpress or not, I am not entirely sure. But elsewhere, Christopher's losing 2 goals to 1 now. Not sure what exactly that does to the table. Harry's the mathematical wizard when it comes to that. We'll get some updates for you.
If I remember correctly, Goal would need a massive win because he's behind on goal difference. He's sitting in the table right now, 4th out of 5 with 3 points. If it were to stay as it were, he would have a +1 goal difference and 6 points. However, DJIBRILLIANT on 5 points currently with this, as it stands, win would put him on 8 points, topping the group. So a lot of different implications here. If Christopher were to lose and DJIBRILLIANT were to win, for example, that would mean DJIBRILLIANT would go through of Group A in 1st place, leapfrogging Christopher in the very final game. So once again, we'll keep you updated on those scores as they come in and how that changes Group A.
Of course, and remember that if you finish 1st, it does mean you'll play a 2nd place opponent in another group. So it's not just a case of qualifying. You want to win those matches. And elsewhere, USMAKABYLE now is losing by 2 goals to 0.
Yeah, terrible result there from INDOMINATOR. Already played all of his 5 games, sitting in 2nd place as these fixtures started on 7 points. LOSCANDALO behind him on 6. He would leapfrog him and move into 2nd. So as it stands, INDOMINATOR not advancing from Group B.
Yeah, he's going to need a little bit of magic now on his side for this 2nd half as we get underway here between DJIBRILLIANT in the left side of your screen, attacking to the right, and Merriman with Liverpool from right to left. He needs a goal, doesn't he, Harry? What's he going to do this half? Has he got to play more attacking?
I think the change from 4-4-2 might have been an opt to counter the similar 4-4-2, really. He started out with a diamond, wasn't working out, but he's always going to be susceptible to counters like this from the long ball.
He is, and I think he's going to have to just deal with that fact that this half, he's got to take a gamble. So he's going to have players pushing forward, but he's got to make the most of his chances. That one's going to run out of play. And we'll be able to catch our breath for a couple of minutes.
Tricky to beat Van Dijk with those kind of long balls, and that's the type of ball that DJIBRILLIANT really has been trying to feast upon. And they thought about a pause right there, maybe trying to change some tactics. In fact, another pause has been queued up by Arsenal. Not sure the reasoning. That'll be DJIBRILLIANT's pause. But yeah, the 4-3-3 is going to provide a bit more width, certainly more counter-attacking opportunities. But it hasn't been a case of DJIBRILLIANT holding the ball. He's so quick in his attack that possession really hasn't been in his favour. It's been Merriman with the majority of the ball, but no chances to counter-attack when you have the majority of possession.
Absolutely not. And here is a chance now for Mkhitaryan. Will he lay it square? No, he'll have a go. It could have gone anywhere, but the goalie got 2 hands up and tipped it away for the corner.
Hope for INDOMINATOR elsewhere as USMAKABYLE gets a goal back. A reminder that INDOMINATOR sitting in that group on 7 points. All his games played, so needs a favour really from USMAKABYLE.
Yeah, everything is so tight at this stage of the competition. We're into the final games of the group stage. It's now 2-2 elsewhere between Gold and Christopher. So for Christopher, that would be enough, I think, to have that many points. A simple draw. He's pretty consistent overall. We've got more tactical changes, seeing a lot of them, but when it's at stake at this level, Harry, it's got to be done.
Yeah, it has to. And just a reminder for anyone keeping an eye on that, USMAKABYLE and LOSCANDALO score. A draw would theoretically be good enough for LOSCANDALO. Has a superior goal difference on INDOMINATOR. Both would finish, if it were a draw between those two, on 7 points with a better goal difference for LOSCANDALO. So INDOMINATOR would be out on goal difference.
Wow, well, they'll get back to the action here. The ball was delivered in, it was cleared away. There's a chance possibly here to counter. And he needs to make the most of this. Mohamed Salah, ball out wide is a good-looking one towards Gomez. He's got Shaqiri in the middle. Maybe he should have laid that out wide. And now a chance to bring it the other way, but they've been dispossessed. Keita, Shaqiri, Origi. Good physical challenge as well, and Brilliant wins it back. He's just looking now to spring it forward. Game certainly opened up a little bit now as we've crossed the hour mark. Back to the ball's over the top. Van Dijk is there.
Your issue, Ricky, sorry to cut you off, but when you do try and play so direct, if you don't get that pass away, you are immediately under pressure straight away.
Absolutely, that's without question. We're back and forth here right now. Back and forth we go. Lovren lays it forward. Mane. It's a good challenge though. Kacic brings it forward. Mkhitaryan. There's a lot of screams and shouts elsewhere in the arena. Plenty of drama happening. Great ball up the line to Danny Welbeck. It's a 2-on-2 situation here. Will he take his time? Yes, he will. Mkhitaryan, smart play. Bellerin can deliver this. Does so. Deflection. And we've got some more updates.
Yeah, Christopher now regaining the lead at the top of this group, and unfortunately for goal, that means his hopes of a big win against him to qualify would unfortunately slip away. That's a big result, and once again, hope for Indominator fans. Remember though, a draw not good enough to see Indominator through, so would need another goal from USMAKABYLE.
Yeah, that game is tight, as USMAKABYLE seems to be the master of coming from behind.
He does, yeah.
He's done it again. More tactical changes here. It's a very, very tactical battle, this one. And as you can see, going to be playing a little bit more compact, aggressive. Got to get the pressure going forward as well. Goals are needed here for Mirren. A goal down, has to score 2. Draw's not enough, remember.
Certainly not. And a reminder to everyone, these two sitting in 2 and 3 position in Group A at the moment with DJIBRILLIANT a point advantage.
Ball's flicked on inside there, but nothing came of it. And now Liverpool can bring this forward. Firmino. It's a disappointing pass though. Dozy plays it forward. Lovely little fake. That should be comfortable for Alisson. And he does pick it up. 20 minutes left. DJIBRILLIANT right now, as you would say, is in a brilliant situation. Lovren towards Mane, inside to Keita. He's got plenty of players behind the ball. Fizz forward. Look at the space behind the back line. It's going to be a bit of a foot race. A great clearance as well by Alisson. He is a very offensive goalkeeper. Seen that a few times, and the offside flag is raised.
Yeah, very close that one, but Arsene Becker with the legs to get that clearance away, a vital one. Could have proven if it does stay this way until the latter stages and DJIBRILLIANT does concede a goal, or 2. It would have to be 2 if Merriman would to advance out of this group. Don't forget, a draw not good enough.
No, a draw is not good enough, and DJIBRILLIANT, if he gets a win here, he's still going to be undefeated in this tournament. A lovely play here by Salah. Camacho looking for Salah, but he's just not getting the rub of the green at the moment. And DJIBRILLIANT will be in absolutely no rush to get this ball forward. And it's a brilliant pass as well out wide to find Saka, who's turned his man inside out. Can play this through the middle. He has the option, plays it over the top. And Keita lays it forward. Welbeck, but the strike was forced, and it was a good break though, Harry.
Yeah, you could see the intent right here. This ball over the top is the right option. Watch the goalkeeper come out to try and close down the angle. That's why he plays it back to maybe get a bit more of a favourable angle at the far post. Unfortunately, he just snatches at the shot, drags it wide, and opportunity goes. But those are the types of opportunities that Merriman will be very susceptible to as the game goes on.
He will, with only 10 minutes to spare. He has to go full ham now, without question. It's Leno. He's going to swing this out wide. Good touch by Salah. Firmino, he's got to try and keep the ball in that final third. Referee plays a good advantage here. It is late. He may even bring it back. But the 3-second rule there had already gone, so the play continues. Danny Welbeck. If you're DJIBRILLIANT now, Harry, do you just stick it in the corner? Do you just clear it, keep possession?
Maybe you start making fouls like this. I mean, it's a good foul to really make. I mean, look how far away he is from the goal. Yeah, that puts all 22 players, well, apart from the goalkeeper, in DJIBRILLIANT's half, but it allows you to get bodies behind the box, allows Guendouzi to come along and be the enforcer that he is, and maybe have some hold-up play. That is finished full time now. Los Scandalo knocks out Indominator with that draw against USMAKABYLE.
As you can see, look at that, so close, but just not enough for Indominator. He'll be disappointed there. but certainly has proved that he is still up there with the best of them. And now here's a chance, because this ball through the middle took a little bit too long to play it. We've got 3 minutes to spare. It's going to have to be a miracle, you would say, right now for Mirrormen to advance.
Killing the game off here, just ticking away as much time as possible, keeping the ball and waiting until the referee, the fourth official, holds up the board, and just the 1 minute. So operation, get it to the corner and kill off the game.
Yeah, job done. Have a strike to Allison. That is surely the final kick of the match.